Good morning, all of you. The boys of class 9, section D, E, and F. Today, we will talk about the second chapter, The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. Now, first of all, we will talk something about the author. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author. He lives in Mussoorie near Dehradun. He loves to write stories for children. The Indian Council of Child Education recognizes his contribution in the growth of children's literature in India. So most of his literary works are based on they are for the children. Now, main characters of this story there are four main characters: the grandfather, the grandmother, the grandson, who is the narrator also of the story, and Toto, a baby monkey, is the main character of the story, Toto. Now, I will tell you something about the story, a summary sort of thing. The story, The Adventures of Toto. The story is based on experiences of people who keep animals as pets. It deals with the outcome of the interaction between humans and animals. It requires a great deal of patience and skill to train animals. All of you know that when we bring some animal and want to make them pet, a lot of training has to be given to them, as animals sometimes show their destructive behavior, so they need a lot of training to be kept at home as our pets. Now, what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that it gives a lesson that one must behave responsibly in a good environment. When Toto was brought home, the grandfather and other members of the family, they tried to give him a very good environment, very caring and loving environment. But Toto failed to understand. It kept on behaving in the same beastly manner, and it resulted very badly. What it resulted in, I will tell you, because just now we are going to talk about the theme of the story. What is the theme of the story? Now, in the story, the author describes the naughty deeds of a monkey which was brought by grandfather from a Tonga driver at the sum of 5 rupees. Grandfather saw him tied with a throw in front of the house of a Tonga driver. He felt with pity for that baby monkey. He bought it, he paid 5 rupees to the Tonga driver, and then he brought it to his house and added him to his private zoo. He bought and brought it for the collection of his private zoo of animals. It means grandfather was having a private zoo at home. So he brought it and he kept it in his house. Now, the grandfather got Toto as it was kept tied to a feeding trough out of the house of a Tonga driver, as I have told you just now. He got impressed by the baby monkey. It was so small and cute. So he got impressed by the baby monkey, as he was an animal lover, because grandfather was an animal lover. So he brought it along with him. Now, the story further tells us about the main character, the protagonist of the story. Who is he? The grandfather. That he is a nature lover, an animal loving person. He had a lot of patience and a good understanding of the behavior of animals, because since long he was dealing with animals, because he had a private zoo in his house. So he knew very well about the nature, behavior and activities of the animals. But on the other hand, Toto, the monkey, which was brought by him, was so mischievous, but he was very naughty, very mischievous, that he used to disturb all the other animals of that private zoo. He had even annoyed the grandfather. He had made grandfather very, very angry, and the grandfather and not only the grandfather but the grandmother too, on different occasions. The family was so fed up with the activities, naughtiness, that lastly the grandfather decided to hand over Toto back to the Tonga driver. He decided to give him back to the Tonga driver, and he did that also. He took Toto, he handed it over to the Tonga driver, and for that he got only 3 rupees, and he had a loss of 3 rupees because when he bought it he had to pay 5 rupees. When he returned it, the Tonga driver gave him only how much? 3 rupees. So he had to suffer a loss of how many rupees? 2 rupees. But he did that because he was fed up with the activities and mischievous activities of Toto. Hence, the writer wants the readers to teach that there is a lesson for all of us. To teach that one must maintain courtesy in order to live with each other in peace and harmony. Humans love to keep pets. They try to mold them also, but when the pets don't change their beastly nature, then they do not find space to live with human beings. And that is why Toto was sent back. Not all animals can adapt themselves to human ways of life. Only a few could be tamed. There is a difference between pet animals and wild animals. So all the animals could not be tamed. And we all of us know that a monkey is known as a wild animal. So grandfather tried his level best to mold him, to teach him the ways of life, but he failed. So what is important? It is better to keep these types of animals and let them be in their natural habitat. So never by force try to tame any wild animal or those animals who can't be tamed at all, domesticated or made pet. Now here the story ends. Now few word meanings are given at the end of the story. You note down those words and their meanings. Apart from that, you add these words also in your notebook, in your fair answer copy. First word, feeding trough. Feeding trough means a container. It is a container sort of thing in which animals are given food to eat. Second word is delicacy. Means an appealing or pleasing food item, food dish. Third, quadruped. Quadruped means a 4-footed animal. Next word is triumphant. Triumphant means great victory. Next is pruded. Pruded means poked. To provoke, to poke. And the last word is apparent. Apparent means able to see. Now, homework for you. Do question 1 to 5 in your notebook. This will be your homework. Do it, boys. When the classes will resume, I will go through your notebooks. I'll check them and I will give you marks for it. Thank you. Be safe and take very good care of yourselves. Bye.